मनोहर आर्ट परफॉर्मिंग एक पुरानी 30 साल तो इंडियन कम्युनिटी की सेवा कर रही है आर्ट एंड कल्चर वास्ते। अज उन्होंने एक बहुत खूबसूरत फंड रेजिंग ईवेंट ऑर्गेनाइज किया करिश्मा ऑफ इंडिया के शेरब्रुक के रेस्टोरेंट है, और फंड रेजिंग वास्ते उन्होंने 94 जोड़े दर्शक है वो बुलाए है। और इस दौरान इस ईवेंट के पुरानिया क्लासीकल फिल्मां ते उन्होंने गीत जोड़े आ वो सुनोगे, और बड़ा मज़े आने वाली गल है कि पुराने गीतों के नाल इस अपने कल्चर नाल जुड़े रहने के वास्ते इस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन वालों एक बड़ा वड्डा उद्यम किया गया जिसकी शलाघा करनी बनती है। आओ ये प्रबंधकों नाल गल करते हैं तो फिर वक्रिया वक्रिया परफॉर्मेंसिस जिहड़ियां हैगियां उहदा आनंद भी माणांगे। आओ प्रबंधकों नाल गल करिए। मनोहर आर्ट परफॉर्मिंग आर्ट वालों अज एक बहुत जबरदस्त ईवेंट ऑर्गेनाइज किया गया है करिश्मा रेस्टोरेंट के विच, ते उन्होंने ऑर्गेनाइजिंग टीम साडे नाल है। आओ उन्होंने नाल गलबात करते हैं तो अज के परफॉर्मेंस वास्ते अज के ईवेंट की डिटेल इन्फॉर्मेशन को। वेलकम टू वॉइस ऑफ इंडिया।
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. You are all organized and we are very happy to meet you all.
Thank you so much.
And let me know what is the event today.
So today is a fundraiser from MANOHAR Performing Arts. We're just raising some funds. We have been an organization in existence for the last 30 years. And this is something new we're trying. We've never done this before. Usually we have live dances and we have live performances, but today we're going to be representing classical dance from movies, Bollywood movies to South Indian movies, and just for people to mingle and socialize, and that's what we're here for.
Yeah, it's very great news for all of us that you are organizing such type of events since 30 years.
Yes.
It's very good achievements of Indian classical music and for the Indian peoples.
We want to make sure people in Winnipeg are able to experience the full richness of Indian culture. We want people to be able to see dances from all over India. We want people to be able to hear music from all over India in the classical tradition. So this summer and fall, we are bringing performers to Winnipeg from across Canada and from India. And then in November, we're performing our own 30th anniversary celebration. So this year there will be performances in Winnipeg on June 24th, and then on August 25th and 26th, and then in November 18th will be our own show. So this will all be to show the richness of classical culture from India.
That's right.
It's good to know that you are celebrating 30th anniversary this year.
Yes.
Great. Yeah. Can I know some more detail of 30th anniversary?
Well, 30 years ago, a group of dancers wanted to put together a company, so we had a chance to perform in Winnipeg. And over the years, it's just grown and grown with more people wanting to be involved. So many people now learn dance and are interested in dance and music, and this way people in Winnipeg feel like they have a home they can dance in, and people who are not in Winnipeg can perform in Winnipeg in a professional way. We wanted to create a professional stage or opportunity for people to dance here.
Yeah, as you already told me that today is fundraising day, fundraising event.
I just wanted to say in addition to उसने जो बोला है उसके ऊपर मैं कुछ बोलना चाह रही हूँ कि जो 30 years पहले जो डांसर्स डांस करते थे वो अभी भी डांस करते हैं।
Very good.
And I think that's a really important thing to, kind of emphasize on. कि अभी भी वो dancers हमसे attached हैं.
बिल्कुल.
And they come and they dance. Yeah.
जो फंड रेजिंग आज हो रही है, इसका पर्पस क्या है?
It is just to bring all the friends of Manohar together, right? We have, as she said, we've had so many performers past 30 years who have been performing with us, and we've always had so many people come and watch us. So we have some good people who are always, wanting, they're hungry for more classical dances, so they come. So we are just to get them all together to let them know what our 30th year celebration is, right? And to let people also know, more people to come, because one of the things, the great thing about being 30 years, is not only do we have all the people who started that still working with Manohar, we also have those people,
The next generation.
they have inspired such beautiful young little dancers like our daughters who have been learning this from the age of 3. So, and that kind of has given them such a rich cultural, upbringing. We've been able to give them a rich cultural upbringing here in Canada.
जैसे आपने बताया जी कि 30 ईयर पहले जो लोग डांस देख रहे थे, जो म्यूजिक सुन रहे थे, आज भी वो अपने दिल से वो उसी के साथ जुड़े हुए हैं.
हम भी उसी के साथ जुड़े हैं. हाँ, 30 साल
हम भी उसी के साथ जुड़े हुए हैं. वॉइस ऑफ इंडिया ने ये एक प्रोजेक्ट बना रखा है कि जितने लोग भी पहले मैनीटोबा में आए, जब विनिपेग में आए, जो पहले आए, उनके साथ बात की. आप काफी साल पहले आए
75 में
अब वो इंडिया का कल्चर आपके साथ साथ अभी भी चल रहा है.
And it's very important for us to keep our culture, especially classical dances, because it's so beautiful and it's a culture where you will not see anywhere. So we want to keep that alive. Kathak, Bharatnatyam. This is something so spectacular that we don't want that to die out anytime. तो अब हम अपने बच्चों को ट्रेन कर रहे हैं. हम बुढ़े हो गए, अब बच्चे करेंगे.
कितने लोग एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं आज इस
About 100 people. That's the capacity of this place. So that's how many we are expecting for us, for our.
Okay. And you expecting from the other communities?
I hope so, because today's event is like a kickoff. It's like this is a kickoff for a celebration all summer and fall. And the way more people every year learn about Indian movies and appreciate them and fall in love with Indian music, we want them to be able to do that right here in Winnipeg. We want them to know the depth of talent that both is in Winnipeg and that will come to Winnipeg, so no one ever feels like, oh, I used to appreciate this kind of music or this kind of dance, but now that I live here, I guess I'll never see it again, or I'll only get to see it on YouTube. It's right here. We want people to know that this kind of dance and music is right here to be appreciated.
Being the organizer, what is your message to the community?
Message to the community is keep our culture alive, everyone. Keep our culture alive, because it is the best culture in the world.
And what you are expecting from the newcomers and our kids?
To keep, as she said, keep our culture alive and to keep the classical traditions alive as well, right? Because that's because classical traditions are the foundation of everything, right? And that's like, laying a foundation for a beautiful house to be built. And that's my message. That's what I would like our newcomers, not to leave it. Be proud of who we are, proud of our classical traditions, proud of what India is, what are the Indian heritage, and what it means to be an Indian, right? So,
Very good. And in advance, you can accept our greetings and accept our congratulations on your 30th anniversary.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Voice of India team will be there when you will celebrate your 30th anniversary.
We are looking forward to sharing with everyone all the shows that are coming up, and we are really looking forward to sharing with Voice of India to get the word out there, so all Winnipeggers will know that dance and music is at their doorstep this summer.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Let me enjoy the event.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you very
much.
much. Thank you.
old movies here and those old dances. We get permission to do that because they are actually family. And there is that connection of classical dance from those dancers of those days to the dance that we do. We would like you to see the connection between the classical dance of Bollywood and the classical dance that we perform here in Winnipeg. And we would like you to revel in those memories and prepare to see new ones. This year is MANOHAR's 30th anniversary. And we are among the very few dance companies that have existed for 30 years, Indian or not. And so this is a milestone for us. And it's a milestone also for all of you, because we could not have been a dance company for 30 years without the love and support from all of you. 2023 MANOHAR Fest. There are 4 dance performances coming up. Dance and music. There is, at the end of this month, Madham by Jaidev Raju. Many of you know him from when he lived in Winnipeg. dancing Bharatanatyam. There is Poj, which is presented by Usha Gupta of Edmonton and her international dance company, including live music. They'll be amazing. That's in August. Also in August, the following day as a matinee, there will be a classical music concert by the orchestra from that company. And they are presenting ragas of South India and North India because they come from Bangalore and play both. And finally, in November, Manohar presents its own 30th anniversary show. I really would like all of you to be there. Also on that flyer, it gives you some info about if you would like to join us for these celebrations and be a sponsor office of any of these performances. You can become a friend of Manohar, and that gets you VIP tickets for the show of your choice, as well as recognition as a patron of that show. So please take a look at that. We invite you to join us and be a friend of Manohar and participate in that celebration. Without further ado, we're going to get started on the program. I'm handing this off to Anita.
Good evening, everyone. It's so nice to see the community together. I haven't seen friends and uncles and aunties for so long. Thank you for coming on tonight's show. This show is not about live dancing, fortunately or unfortunately, but tonight we are celebrating classical dances represented in Bollywood and Tollywood. Tollywood, is that even a term? But anyways, the South Indian Bollywood is known as Hollywood. So Kara and I have compiled a series of videos of classical dances that we've seen growing up. I know that I have learned a lot from the choreography from Bollywood dances. Now when you think of Bollywood dances, you don't think of classical dance, right? You think of like weird Bollywood dance which doesn't represent our Indian culture. But believe me, there have been classical dances in Bollywood movies where the choreography is spectacular and where we've learned so much. And coming from a classical background, I know that me and my guru Mushanti have watched, dances over 20 times on repeats because the choreography is so good. So without taking more time, enjoy this compilation of videos and enjoy the food. All right.
Mr. Sudhir Kumar is with me. He is one of the organizers. Let me talk on this beautiful, colorful event.
Well, we've been working with Manohar for a long time, and this is the 30th year, and I've been associated from the 20th year onwards. And I think this is a good gathering what we've got as a sponsorships. We are looking for more sponsors for the upcoming shows, especially the November 18th show, when we should have more shows. I think will be a good thing to celebrate the 30th year of Manohar Performing Arts.
What is the जो आज की इवेंट है उसमें रिस्पांस कैसा? What is the response of public?
Response is really good. It's not bad, but it's a limited response we are looking for. But once we open up to the public with advertising, it should come up well.
Then लोगों को औरों को पता भी चलेगा.
हाँ जी.
Okay. तो जो 30th एनिवर्सरी आप सेलिब्रेट करने जा रहे हैं उसके बारे में कुछ बताएं.
अभी अंडर प्लानिंग है. We can't tell anything about it.
अभी प्लान हो रहा है.
हाँ, अंडर प्लान में है हमारा.
ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਵੈਰੀ ਮਚ. ਬੜਾ ਯੂਨੀਕ ਜਿਹਾ ਇਵੈਂਟ ਹੈ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਹੋਏ ਹਾਂ. ਵਾਇਸ ਆਫ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਇਸ ਇਵੈਂਟ ਨੂੰ ਕਵਰੇਜ ਦੇ ਰਹੇ ਹੈਗੇ. ਕਿਵੇਂ ਲੱਗ ਰਿਹਾ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ?
ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਵਾਇਸ ਆਫ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਦਾ, ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਐਮਸੀਐਮ ਸਾਹਿਬ, ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਕੌਸ਼ਿਕ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦਾ, ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਕਵਰ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਆਪਣਾ ਟਾਈਮ ਕੱਢਿਆ. ਜਿਹੜੀ ਇਹ ਮਨੋਹਰ ਪਰਫਾਰਮਿੰਗ ਆਰਟਸ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਆਰਗੇਨਾਈਜੇਸ਼ਨ ਹੈ, ਐਜ਼ ਯੂ ਨੋ ਕਿ ਪਿਛਲੇ 30 ਸਾਲ ਤੋਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਇਹ ਸੇਵਾਵਾਂ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ, ਅਤੇ ਮੋਸਟਲੀ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਆਈ ਥਿੰਕ ਵਾਹਿਦ ਇੱਕੋ ਹੀ ਆਰਗੇਨਾਈਜੇਸ਼ਨ ਇੱਥੇ ਵਿਨੀਪੈਗ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ. ਆਈ ਥਿੰਕ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਸਕੂਲ ਵਿਲ ਬੀ ਦਾ ਅਨਦਰ ਵਨ, ਅਤੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਇੰਨੇ ਲੰਬੇ ਅਰਸੇ ਤੋਂ ਆਪਣਾ ਟ੍ਰੈਡੀਸ਼ਨਲ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮਿਊਜ਼ਿਕ ਹੈ, ਟ੍ਰੈਡੀਸ਼ਨਲ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਪਰਫਾਰਮਿੰਗ ਆਰਟਸ ਹੈ, ਉਹਨੂੰ ਉਹ ਕਾਇਮ ਰੱਖੇ ਹੋਏ ਨੇ ਅਤੇ ਡੈਡੀਕੇਟਡ ਨੇ ਉਸ ਸਰਵਿਸ ਨੂੰ ਲੈ ਕੇ. ਅਤੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਨਾਟ ਓਨਲੀ ਐਂਟਰਟੇਨ ਕਰਦੇ, ਬਾਕੀ ਮੇਨ ਸਟਰੀਮ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਇਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਜਾਗਰਤੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਲੰਬੇ ਟਾਈਮ ਤੋਂ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਅਤੇ ਕੰਟੀਨਿਊ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ. ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਆਪਣੀਆਂ ਸ਼ੁਭੇਛਾਵਾਂ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਜੋ 30 ਸਾਲ ਆਪਣੇ ਪੂਰੇ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ.
ਕੀ ਐਕਸਪੈਕਟੇਸ਼ਨਸ ਹੈਗੀਆਂ ਜੀ ਨੈਕਸਟ ਪਰਫਾਰਮੈਂਸਿਸ, ਨੈਕਸਟ ਇਵੈਂਟ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਰਨ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਆ? 30th ਐਨੀਵਰਸਰੀ ਵੀ ਸੈਲੀਬ੍ਰੇਟ ਕਰਨੀ, ਕੀ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਕੀ ਹੋਏਗਾ?
ਦੇਖੋ ਜੀ, ਜਿੰਨੇ ਵੀ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਮੈਂ ਹੁਣ ਤੱਕ ਅਟੈਂਡ ਕੀਤੀਆਂ ਆਰਗੇਨਾਈਜੇਸ਼ਨ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਕਰਵਾਈਆਂ ਹੋਈਆਂ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਇਵੈਂਟ ਸੀਗੀਆਂ, ਉਹ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਇੰਟਰਨੈਸ਼ਨਲ ਸਟੈਂਡਰਡਸ ਦੀਆਂ ਹੁਣ ਤੱਕ ਰਹੀਆਂ. ਅਤੇ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਇਹ 30ਵੀਂ ਵਰ੍ਹੇਗੰਢ ਹੈ, ਅਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਐਕਸਪੈਕਟ ਕਰਦਾ ਕਿ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਨਾਲੋਂ ਵੀ ਜੋਸ਼ੋ ਖਰੋਸ਼ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ, ਹੋਰ ਵਧੀਆ ਪ੍ਰੈਪਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਇਹ ਸਾਡੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਮੂਹਰੇ ਅਲੱਗ-ਅਲੱਗ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਲਿਖ ਕੇ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਉਣਗੇ. ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਆਈ ਐਮ ਲੁਕਿੰਗ ਫਾਰਵਰਡ ਟੂ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਨਵੰਬਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਮਨੋਹਰ ਦੀ ਪਰਫਾਰਮੈਂਸ ਹੋਣੀ ਹੈ. ਸੋ ਆਈ ਐਮ ਰੀਅਲੀ ਲੁਕਿੰਗ ਫਾਰਵਰਡ ਟੂ ਇਟ.
ਸਾਡੇ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਵੀ ਬੈਸਟ ਵਿਸ਼ੇਜ਼ ਹੈ ਜੀ ਵਾਇਸ ਆਫ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਵੱਲੋਂ.
ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ.
ਅਸੀਂ ਚਾਹਾਂਗੇ ਕਿ ਆਉਣ ਵਾਲੇ ਫੰਕਸ਼ਨ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਕਾਮਯਾਬ ਹੋਣ, ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਕਵਰ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ.
ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਸੋ ਮਚ. ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ.
ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਨੇ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਖੱਟੜ. ਡਾਕਟਰ ਖੱਟੜ, ਵੈਲਕਮ ਟੂ ਵਾਇਸ ਆਫ ਇੰਡੀਆ.
Thank you.
Dr. Khattar, this is very unique event today.
Hanji.
And I think you are celebrating, you are attending all these functions since long. What is your opinion?
These place, the function जो है वो हमने start किया था in some
68 में.
68 में the Canadian government sponsored me and brought me to Canada. I did my PhD in Edmonton, spent some time in Saskatchewan, and since 74 I've been here in Winnipeg. This place was a place where I could develop something, and I am a founder member of Hindu Society of Manitoba. Us to baad we spent $150 per person and bought a church, converted into Alice Temple. From there we raised funds and developed St. Anne's Temple. In between I've been spending time with the University of Manitoba, professor of medicine and cardiology and pharmacology for 21 years.
Okay, great.
I have published 35 papers, and I retired at the about 15 years ago when 167 professors retired, and I'm now member of the community. I was president, I was twice president and trustee of Hindu Society of Manitoba. Lots of community work and enjoyed life. If I look back, I'll do exactly the same.
My question, what is your opinion of event which is celebrated by the Manohar Art Performance?
Manohar Art is a separate organization, and really the cultural aspects is very important for our community. Whether it's a Hindu society or Sikh society or what have you, everything we have to have these things for our future generation. These days, when I go to temple, I hardly see the older people, but the younger generation is coming in, and I always encourage them to become members of the Sikh society or Hindu society or what have you. My sister-in-law was from the Sikh family. So we really believe that all of us have to bring these younger people in and take over what we have developed.
Their responsibility towards the culture and
cultural,
history.
Not only cultural, religious, they have to take over. In fact, I go to the Alice Temple every Sunday and talk to the younger people, the new people who have just moved in. I can understand they have to do their job and everything, but I try to encourage them to become members of our religious communities and take over. We are gonna. I'm 83. I'm not gonna live too long.
You are still young.
Yeah, I keep telling the people I'm still okay, but not gonna live forever. So I want younger people to take over these organizations and make sure that our religion, our community ethics, our family rules and regulations, they are continue. You know, it's these young people have to take over what we develop.
Thank you very much, and we respect your thoughts, we respect your guidelines, we respect your blessings. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Mrs. Sulekha ji, board member, Manohar Art Performing ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਪੁੱਛਦੇ ਹਾਂ. Welcome to Voice of India.
Namaste.
When
Thank you.
Start this organization. You are the board member. I think you are.
No, I've just come onto the board, but I've been involved with performing arts activities right from the beginning. So I'm very proud to say that I've attended each and every performance of Manohar Performing Arts.
Very good.
Yes, and I've seen them grow. I've appreciated everything they've done. If you notice, there are all professionals who dance. They're doctors, engineers, but they take the time to perform and share our cultures, share the beauty of Indian dance.
Very good. And what about the event today?
Today, see, this year, Manohar Performing Arts is celebrating its 30th anniversary.
This year, yeah.
Yes. So they've planned a number of events right through the year. Today is the first one. It's a sort of fundraiser. And then subsequently there are going to be 4 other events. And we're really hoping that people will come and support them.
What is the message to the community?
To the Indian community or Winnipeg community
Community, yeah.
This is something that you will not get to see. And so I really would recommend that you come and attend all the functions. You'll get to see excellent performances, Bharatnatyam, Kathak. Then there's one where there's North meets South, music. It's going to be amazing. and I'm so proud of what they do, really.
Thank you very much for sharing your views
Oh my
on
God.
Voice of India.
I'm so proud of what Voice of India does as well, you know. You bring our people into the community and you share what we have to offer. So I really appreciate what you do.
Thank you, so nice of you.
Thank you.
ਬਦਰੇਸ਼ ਭੱਟੀ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਨੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਇਹ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਦੇ ਬੜੇ ਵੱਡੇ ਔਰ ਮੰਨੇ ਪਰਮੰਨੇ ਆਗੂ ਨੇ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਸਮਾਜ ਦੀ ਬੜਾ ਕੁਝ ਕੀਤਾ, ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਬੜਾ ਕੁਝ ਕੀਤਾ। ਅੱਜ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਈਵੈਂਟ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ ਇਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਪੁੱਛਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਹਾਂਜੀ ਬਦਰੇਸ਼।
It's a nice event. It's a reflection of what Manohar has done. Their own performances plus performances from Bollywood, old movies and new movies, Tollywood movies from South India. So it's a nice gathering. So Manohar is celebrating 30 years, 30th anniversary, and they are putting up a number of performances. So this is the first kick-off event, and we are happy to be part of these things. I have been involved with this organization, Manohar, supporting their activities for last 20 years plus. So I'm happy to be here with them today.
Thank you very much for sharing your views. Thank you. ਮਨੋਹਰ ਆਰਟ ਦਾ ਇਹ ਇਵੈਂਟ ਕ੍ਰਿਜ਼ਮਾ ਆਫ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਵਿੱਚ ਸੈਲੀਬ੍ਰੇਟ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਤੇ ਕ੍ਰਿਜ਼ਮਾ ਆਫ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਦੇ ਓਨਰ त्रिवेदी जी मेरे नाल खड़े ने। हाँ जी त्रिवेदी जी।
हाँ जी नमस्कार, सबको नमस्कार, सत श्री अकाल।
वॉइस ऑफ इंडिया की तरफ से आपको हम थैंक्स करने के लिए आए हैं।
थैंक यू जी, थैंक यू।
अच्छा इंतजाम किया है।
हाँ हाँ, तो उसमें क्या है, कम्युनिटी का काम है, मिलजुल के ही करना है।
तो क्या लगता है ये जो मनोहर आर्ट वाले इतना अच्छा इवेंट ऑर्गेनाइज किया इन्होंने,
हाँ जी,
आपके
हाँ
क्या
जी।
व्यू है?
मुझे तो आई एक्चुअली इनवाइटेड, जब मैंने उनको इधर बुलाया मतलब आई विल स्पॉन्सर द होल इवेंट, कि ये कम्युनिटी में बहुत अच्छा काम करते हैं। शायद सबको मालूम नहीं होगा, लेकिन 2001 जब गुजरात में बहुत बड़ा अर्थक्वेक आया था, तो मैं और हमारे भद्रेश भाई भट्ट और किरीट ठकरार, अशोक पराशर, 5-6-7 लोगों ने मिलके वी रेज्ड $120,000 टू सेंड टू गुजरात to build community school and all that. And Manohar Art Group helped us that time, and they helped us raise $40,000 over one night, which I remember. Being a Gujarati, it's my responsibility to help them every possible way, because they are good people. अच्छे लोग हैं,
अच्छे लोग अच्छा काम करते हैं तो अप्रिशिएट करना बनता है।
हमको हमारा तो खाली उंगली कटा के शहीदों में नाम लिखाने वाला काम है। एक इवेंट स्पॉन्सर कर दिया, कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है, पर दे आर डूइंग इट फॉर लॉन्ग टाइम।
3 decades।
बहुत सालों से बहुत अच्छा काम करते हैं। हमारा कल्चर, हमारे संस्कार, हमारी भाषा, हमारे डांस, यू नो, वी हैव टू बी वेरी प्राउड कि ऐसे लोग भी विनीपेग में है।
ये बहुत बढ़िया बात है जो आपने बताई है कि आपने इनवाइट किया उनको कि आओ भाई सेलिब्रेट करो, और आपने पूरा ये फंक्शन स्पॉन्सर किया।
हाँ, उसमें क्या है, कोई बड़ी बात नहीं, भगवान का दिया सब कुछ है,
सब कुछ है। चलो आपने,
मैं तो आई एम ऑलवेज देयर। कोई 4 आदमी इकट्ठे होके अच्छा काम करते हैं, मुझे कहाँ हाथ से काम करना है, मेरा तो स्टाफ है, सब काम करते हैं, मेरा तो खाली नाम है। एक्चुअली इट्स नॉट ओनली मी, इट्स माई होल रेस्टोरेंट, माई स्टाफ मेंबर्स, एवरीबॉडी, राइट। हम सब मिलजुल के काम करते हैं। हम तो मंदिर गुरुद्वारा में डोनेशन भी मैं देता हूँ। आई ऑलवेज मेंशन कि इट्स नॉट मितेश त्रिवेदी, इट्स करिश्मा रेस्टोरेंट। आई डोंट नो आपको मालूम होगा कि नहीं, हमारा तो स्टाफ भी 20 से ज़्यादा साल से हमारे साथ सेम लोग काम कर रहे हैं।
स्टाफ काम कर रहा है, बहुत बढ़िया बात।
वी आर वेरी लकी,
बहुत अच्छी बात है। और आपने जो आज ये स्पॉन्सरशिप की है तो उसके लिए कम्युनिटी भी आपको अप्रिशिएट कर रही है, हम वॉइस ऑफ इंडिया की तरफ से भी आपको अप्रिशिएट करते हैं।
नॉट अ बिग डील, अगेन कोई बड़ी बात नहीं।
चलो आपने ये आपका बड़प्पन है कि आप कह रहे हैं कि बड़ी बात नहीं है।
नहीं है तो करते हैं ना, भगवान ने रेस्टोरेंट दी है तो कर सकते हैं। अगर होगा ही नहीं, रेस्टोरेंट नहीं होगा क्या करूँगा, है तो करते हैं।
थैंक यू वेरी मच,
कोई बड़ी बात।
थैंक यू वेरी मच।
थैंक यू,
वॉइस ऑफ इंडिया की तरफ से आपको दोबारा धन्यवाद करना।
थैंक यू जी, थैंक यू वेरी मच, थैंक यू।
मेरे नाल कृष्णा मूर्ति जी साडे नाल ने, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਮੇਨ ਆਰਗੇਨਾਈਜ਼ਰ ਨੇ ਇਸ ਇਵੈਂਟ ਦੇ।
Yes, my name is Ganga Dakshinamurthy. I'm the coordinator of Manohar Performing Arts of Canada. What delights me is bringing who I consider youngsters and getting them to appreciate our culture, not just understand our culture, but take it further, which is what Manohar allows them to do. Learn together and then interpret the meaning and the feelings behind what we sing, what we dance, and then produce new dance dramas that will allow us to incorporate their life as well. So thereby, we are bringing culture from India, not just one part of India, practically all over from India. And not just classical, but also semi-classical dances. And put it in a format that works for them. My life, these are all my daughters, my, granddaughters and all that level. It makes me feel very proud that they take this opportunity to make our Indian culture Canadian culture.
Yeah, it's a rich country.
Yes.
Rich culture.
If ballet can be Canadian, even though it is from Europe, why can't Bharatanatyam and Kathak be Canadian? Because we are now Canadian Indians.
Yeah, Bharatanatyam,
Bharatanatyam
Odissi, Kannada,
and Kathak and the music and the interpretation of our stories are part and parcel of the Canadian scene.
What is your message about this event?
This particular event, I am very happy to acknowledge and appreciate what Mitesh and Hasmita Trivedi have done that. They have helped us they have absorbed the cost of today's dinner. Actually, they are the hosts for today. And Manohar is, through this dinner event, two things are happening. Of course, we get some funding to put it to the music cause, that we are getting classical music made, created for our purpose, for the show that we are doing. And more than anything else, the appreciation, the enjoyment, not only the dancers but all the people who come together, that makes us feel very good about our culture then. To me, that is something very important.
This is very successful event, and I hope all participants enjoyed.
Very much so, certainly.
And congratulations for your successful event.
In fact, you will be happy to know, we collected so many of our YouTube and information from us, from our own, what Manohar has done. We have a significant segment of folk dances. So we plan to bring that in. Classical dance is important, but the folk comes from people from all over India. We have a variety of folk dances, so stand by for our next dinner.
Definitely. Thank you very much for
Thank you
Voice of
very
India.
much.
Thank you.